This conference will now be
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. So it's already like for my time 5:34, actually 6:34 start time. Um, actually I'll start if someone comes in. We just have to catch up with them. So is there anyone who is first time within our system, like first time maybe you are talking to me or to any of our counselors? Is there anyone who is first timer?
Yes.
Yes, I'm first timer.
Okay, so you never spoke with me or you never spoke with any of our counselor, right?
Right.
Okay, good, no problem. Thank you. And Tamal, I think, are you from Florida?
No, I'm from New York.
Oh, okay, so I never spoke with you or nor my
I
counselor.
actually we did.
Okay.
I spoke with you and I spoke with Sana too.
Oh, okay. So you and your friend is coming in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So your friend is online today or no?
Yeah, I
Yes, I
think.
am.
Okay, Sadia is
I
here
am.
too. Okay,
Yes.
good, good, good. So, all right, feel free to, any of you, if you want to turn on your camera, you can. If you don't want, that's perfectly fine. But again, yeah. So we will just go, we hasn't taken much time to, promulgate this message to the people. We have been busy with certain things. But again, for like as we have Rizwan Khan. Hey Rizwan, how are you? Okay, we can get to know him. He just joined.
Hi, how are you
Rizwan.
doing?
Oh, okay. So Rizwan, I spoke with you too, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, where is Rafiul? He don't need this, right?
Uh, we both have events today, so
Oh, okay, I know.
luckily
You guys
I'm
are
free
occupied.
to listen in, but he won't be able to because he's setting up for the other
Oh,
event.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure, no problem. It's not that important.
Okay.
That's fine. So I'm just making sure who is new here because, all right, so great. So let's start, okay? If someone is new coming in, please raise your hand and talk to me. Aniso, did we talk anytime? Looks like you joined from the web and you hasn't given permission to your microphone, so maybe you can't talk due to that. So all right, let's if you have, so this is how the next 1 hour will go, right? We will definitely talk about what we do, and most of you know, like Sonia, maybe she's not aware. But again, I'll try to let give you some high level informations on things we do, and also we'll let you know some timeline, right? So let me introduce myself. I'm Jahidul. For those who don't know, I operate this school. I'm a mentor here. I will be your coach for most of the program, but yeah, you will find someone else, some other mentors too, to teach you some other specialized area. Um, so one thing is here, right? This is an organization which based on where we focus on knowledge, learning things, right? Where we focus on building your foundation. We don't only focus on earning your, job, getting a job, right? Getting a job may be easy, but surviving in that job is not easy, right? And building that foundation is tough. So the journey is tough, right? That's why we always put all these requirements in your shoulder, right? We have been keep saying that you really have to work hard, and we have been testing you throughout the process, right? So for someone those who hasn't seen us before, right, our regular process is if you come into us, we don't suggest you any program, we don't direct you towards any program or any classroom. What we do based on your status, we give you some trial access to certain programs. If required, we give you access to multiple program trial access to make sure that you understand the whole tech landscape, right? What are the available pathways we have, and we try to make sure that we guide you in a right direction so that you can pick your right program. So when you pick your right program, we again interrogate you, try to make sure that this is right for you. For some reason or other, if you try to find out a program which is beyond your capacity, right? We have programs like cloud engineering or DevOps engineering, where we have very high bar, right? Higher requirement. So in those cases, if you choose something like that, you have to defend that, right? That's the standard process of our enrollment. Then you get enrolled and we start our programs within our schedule, right? This is very high level things. Sonia, you are new. Do you have any question? The information just now I passed on this.
No.
Okay, so would you be able to give us some background of yours, why you are here, and maybe some question of yours? So I will take your question first, answer them, then I will move ahead with some other activities.
Actually, I'm interested about IT because it is an online-based program. I recently moved in USA from Bangladesh. I graduated and post-graduated from University of Dhaka. It is a nutrition and food science. That's
Okay, sounds good. And how many months you are here?
about 1 year.
Okay, so currently are you working full time or you are just you are not working?
No, I'm not working right now.
Okay, that's good. So you are just trying to explore something new, right?
Yes.
So you are not pretty certain that tech is for you and which path to take. You have no idea.
No, I have no idea about that.
Okay, so prior to that, did you make any investigation by yourself that what is tech and what are the things we can do in tech by yourself out of curiosity? No?
Mm,
No.
no.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. It's okay. So we will make sure that you have that curiosity, okay? If you are not curious enough to know what are the paths you have and what you can achieve, there is no way you can commit that level of time, right? For all of you, right? This is important that
Oh,
you know.
sorry, I don't understand your question. Yes, I'm curious about what is the process, what
Yeah,
is
no,
the
no, I'm saying
future.
that. Yeah, no, you got me right. So what I'm saying that if you do not find the curiosity to know tech,
Okay.
to learn, right, techie items, you will not be able to put your time and effort, right? So it requires you to do lots of hard work. Maybe you have done similar hard work at some point of your life, but this hard work is little different, right? Learning new
Yeah.
things and putting lots of time in it is something crucial. So but anyway, as long as you are interested in, as I said, you can go to our website and apply using izaanschool.com. Sana, if you can drop the link of our website, that would be great. Okay.
Okay.
In the chat box, you can drop. Um, so well, anyway, you can get connected with us and we will definitely walk you through to the process and see how whether it is right fit for you or not, right? So there will be no pressure on you to identify, to take up a course. We don't do that. Okay.
It's a great for me actually.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So all right, so guys, so this is 27th, right, of this month, and we are still heading for mid of September. I have been engaged in some personal issues. One of the issues is about my job, so I'm making a switch to Amazon Web Services recently, which is in next month. Due to that, actually, we are just slowing down the process 1 week or two, right? We promised to start the program end of the August, so the program will start beginning of the August, right? For those of you don't know about myself, I work as a DevOps engineer, the full-time DevOps engineer in one of the company in New York, but I work remotely. That's my present status, but I am moving into Amazon Web Services next month. So on 12th, I should join to the team based in Seattle, Washington, but I'll be still remote. So I'll be still working from, I live in Dallas, Texas, Plano, Texas, in other words, and we have a campus in Plano area. So if you know someone else in Plano area, you can definitely direct them to us. Okay. So coming back to the discussion on, We have two different career paths we talk about here, which is QA and DevOps, right? And then these programs are actually split in two different criteria. One is specialization, which is the second part, and the first part is actually foundation. In foundation part, for the QA engineers and for DevOps engineers are same, which takes around 3 months. The foundation, which includes your basic software development lifecycle, networking, front-end development, and then SQL, and then learning one major programming language like Java, right? So this includes in the foundation in high level. And these foundations require for every engineers, DevOps engineer or QA engineers both, right? Once foundation is done, we allow you to move into direction of your choice, but definitely you need to fulfill the criteria to go to DevOps engineering route. DevOps engineering route is little harder. We want you to work hard there. It's a very high voltage program. It's a very high voltage. I would say 20 or 30 times more than QA engineering program, right? It's a very high voltage program, and we want to make sure that you are educated enough to move into that direction. So for any of you, if you're interested to move into DevOps, after finishing foundation, which is your phase 1 of the program. So each program, QA program has phase 1, which is foundation, and the phase 2 is actually QA specialization. And then if you can choose phase 2 as DevOps specialization, right? This is for the freshers. If you are not fresher, if you are coming from experienced background, then you will have to go over some other route like specialization in DevOps, which is 4-month program. All right. Okay. So yeah. So Anisur, can you hear us? Can you? Yeah. If you can hear us, can you shout out loud? And if you want, you can text us too. Okay, all right. Is there any question you guys have for me? Hey, assalamualaikum. Okay. Can you name yourself? We can see you on camera. Yeah. Okay. All right. Ashik Shimul. Hey, Ashik Shimul, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Assalamu alaikum, bhai. How are you? I'm
Welcome.
sorry for my late joining because I was not quite familiar with this new software, and it took time a little bit to install in my computer.
It's okay. It's perfectly fine. Even not too late. It's okay. So would you be able to tell about yourself, why you are here, and if you have any specific question in your mind?
Oh, thanks. Thank you very much for giving me this privilege. Actually, I'm an academician, and I would like to change my career to IT. So that is the main reason why I'm here in this platform. And I don't have a very specific question yet, but hopefully, once we started, the discussion is opening up, then I will be able to ask a couple of questions.
Okay, yeah, all right, no problem. So yeah, let's keep the ball rolling. So let me tell you what exactly QA engineers does and why there are jobs of QA engineers, right? So in software engineering industry, right, there are various roles. There are role like software developers, those who actually writes code. Many other people writes code, not only developers. Okay, don't get this wrong message. Developers are the core people, those who build those applications, right? And then we need people, those who will identify the requirements, right? Identify what need to be built, right? A product. Think about any product. It could be an online shopping product. It could be it could be a banking product. It could be anything you see. I think literally anything, social media product, right? You need to define what you want to build, right? You need to set the requirements that I want to see in these applications. These are the functionalities, right? If you want to, let's say, a school website like us, Izaan School, right? We had to decide we need courses, we need some way to apply, we need some way to contact to us, right? So when we also need to display all our informations, right? Who we are, what we do, what is our mission and vision, right? So these are all functionalities of a small website or application, right? Now, for that, we had to decide what we will do. So if we decide we are the product owner, we're the people who decides, what we want to see in our application, right? So there should be a people, those who thinks about those requirements. Some cases we tell them product owner, some cases we tell them, there might be some business analyst, those who will be involved with the process of making a decision or finding the requirements that what really business need, right? Think about a larger corporation like bank and any financial corporations or any other insurance corporations, any larger corporation, any corporation you can think of, right? They require different things to make, right? Software developers are not subject matter expert, right? A software developer is not a banker. A software developer is not a stock exchange expert, right? Or Goldman Sachs expert, right? Software developers has skills of developing softwares, but you need to tell them what need to be built, right? So the business owner or product owner or business analyst, this group of people, because company to company these roles varies, right? This group of people, there should be a group of people, they will come to you and tell you that this is what we want to build, right? Can you help us to build, right? So that these are the group of people called developer. They will start building this software, right? And then we need some people to say that whether the, yeah, go, do you have any question? No? Okay. So then we need people, those who will make sure that this application is running well, functioning well, and is working well, right? Because think about anything you make at your home, right? If you even cook, you do test it first, right? You eat this one, you sip it, and you make sure that it is right, the salt is good, the spices are good, right? All that in a right amount, right? So you want to make sure that whatever you cooked is nice, is something which you can serve, right? Same way, when we build an application and we provide this application to the wider audience, right? To whatever the users, it could be public users, it could be internal users, it could be someone else, right? And then we want to make sure that applications is in a good status, right? It is working, it is functioning, it is helping you, it is really doing what it's supposed to do, right? Think about if you'd have visited our website, apply, and then you click apply, and then our website crashed. You filled out enter form, right? Gave all the informations, and then you click submit button and it's not working, and all your data wiped out. You are going to be frustrated, right? You're going to be seriously frustrated. Hey, what is this? So, and then how likely that customer will try to contact to us? Maybe less likely. If you're a first-time customer, you will never contact to us. If you are not that much interested, this people application is buggy, what they're going to teach us, right? That will be your impression about us, right? So an application we build for clients, for customers, right? We always build application for customers. Now we have to make sure that our application meets the requirement of customers, right? Whoever builds this application, those developers or whoever, the group of people, right? They build this application, but someone need to validate this application is up to the mark. Here the role of QA engineers come in, right? QA engineers are people, those who actually test, those who actually make sure or validates the application is working as expected, right? And I usually tell one thing to everyone, that by default, all of us is actually tester. You, me, everyone. See, we hear something, we give a judgment, right? This is not right, this is not good, that is good. By default, right? We eat a food, we say, hey, this food is good, this food is bad, and looks like salt is more here, right? So by default, human has a capacity to evaluate or validate whether a thing is working well or not. Okay, so you can take, if you are someone who is a good observer, right, in your regular life, day-to-day life, you walk through things and you can identify which is, like, you can identify the fault, right, the problems, right, or the flaws in a different system, different mechanism, right? if you can really identify that, you have that natural ability to identify a problem. When you come to software engineering industry, your first challenge is to understand the software, because you do not have any clue how the software works. So after understanding the software, you can really literally start finding the problem of the software. Why? Because you have a basic instinct of finding problems. We all have these basic instincts to find problems. We love to catch people problem, right? Why you are talking like this? What is your problem? X, Y, Z, so many things, right? We are like, this is not good habit, definitely, right? Finding people's problem is not good habit, but we have been doing it years and years and years, right? Most of us do, right? We are not saint, we are not angels, we are not that good, right? But again, coming back to the point, right? So human has a natural ability to find out problems, right? As a QA engineer, your job is to find the problems, and for that reason you need to have enough education to understand an application and then find a problem in that application. So here in school like us, we help you out to learn that software engineering components, because you are going to deal with a software, you're going to find a problem within a software, and then you must need to understand each components of the software. So we want to make sure that you understand each component of the softwares, and you can interpret how the software by looking into a software. Then also we want to make sure you can validate that software technically. When I mean technically, I mean actually programmatically. There are ways by using program we can make sure this application is running or functioning well. So there are set of skills you required to be someone expert to identify problem from an application. Our job, school like us, we take responsibility to put that skill set in your brain as long as you cooperate with us. We have system in place, we have things in place, and we have ability to deliver it because we have been delivering it. And we want to make sure that you come up to the standards so that you can go to industry and deal with this, right? Now, within the software engineering team, there are other kind of people. There might be a people like in a management level, there might be some lead engineers, there might be some managerial engineers, but still managers works, okay? Still managers does the technical things, right? There are certain department where managers has to be very, very super technical, right? I lead my DevOps engineering team, right? But my hands is absolutely dirty. I work hands-on, right? I have to write code, I have to fix things, I have to work effectively and efficiently within my team. So this is a little different than regular managerial things you think of in a regular world, right? Whenever you think manager, that means these people don't work. They sit down in a desk, they just talk, right? They just direct people to do, what not to do. It's not always the true, okay? Yeah. So all right, now there are other group of people, right? So there are other group of people called DevOps engineers or cloud engineers. So I don't want you to mix with DevOps engineer and cloud engineer. There are some fine line of difference between these people, this group of people, but I will just be strict to with DevOps engineering role. So there are people, they need, so think about, let me give you an example, okay? You might have seen the dolls, right? People make dolls by clay. The toys, right? Like the toys. One second. Yeah, sorry. I have 2 kids at home, so I have lots of toys at home. I have examples. Can you see this toy? Huh? What is it? I don't know what is this. Okay, whatever it is. Okay. This toy,
Unicorn.
unicorn. Okay, this toy has no life, right? It has no life because it cannot move, it cannot walk, right? It cannot react. It cannot do, like, it can't do anything by itself, right? Human made it, right? Someone made it, right? A company made it. So our developers, right, when they build code, when they write code, they actually make a toy like this, which has no ability to move, do things. Okay, it has no life in it. Now to make it available to you, to people, right? Think about this is a robot, okay? We wanted to build a robot. We just built a structure. The robot can't walk. Robot can't do anything for us, right? Then it is useless, right? You thought you built a robot, but it can't do its job, right? That means it's useless. Something is missing within this component, right? Now, there are a group of engineers called DevOps, Development and Operations Engineer. This group of people take sole responsibility to give life into this dead doll, okay, or unicorn, whatever you say. Now, it is hard to explain in a general term that what they do, but they are the people who works with who makes this application available to you, to users, in other words, okay? Let's keep that one as simple as it is. So that group of people require knowledge of development. That group of people require knowledge of operations, both, right? Operations means giving life, in other words, okay? Operations means giving life into this system, into this unicorn. Now, for that reason, this group of people require some form of development knowledge. There is an argument. Some people they think DevOps engineers does not require development knowledge. Some people, it's a very fraction of people, but if you look into the larger corporations, right? If you look into the best companies in the world, good companies, standard companies, there is no way you can really deal with code without knowing the code, right? How can you deal with a code without knowing the code, right? So DevOps engineers, name itself says development, dev for development, ops means operations. These engineers are solely responsible to deal with this code, right? And they need to understand some form of development. Anyway, so that group of people is called DevOps engineer, and this group of people require a different set of skills, right? Here in Izaan school, we focus on Amazon Web Services. We claim our expertise in Amazon Web Services, and DevOps engineers we prepare DevOps engineers based on Amazon Web Services tools and technologies, right? And we expect our engineers to be maybe mid-level or senior engineers as Amazon Web Service engineer, as AWS engineer. That's what we expect. Our recent graduates has entered into the field. Some graduates are in the pipeline, right? They are doing phenomenally well. Definitely, you will get to know if you are interested in. We can connect you with them if you really want to hear their experience with us. In case you are interested in DevOps, right? So there are many other roles in the tech, right? There are roles like data analyst. There are roles like cybersecurity engineer. There are roles like data scientist. These are the roles also available in tech, right? So now if let's say, okay, before I proceed to this discussion, right? Any of you have any question for me as of now?
No.
Okay, so Nurk, sorry, we just see N-U-R-K. Okay, can you identify yourself? You can turn on the mic and talk. Nurk.
Yes, my name is Nurullah Khan. I'm sorry I joined in late because I got busy with a little thing that I had.
Okay, did I meet with you in Jamaica behind
Yes,
Mylan?
yes, you have.
Okay, good. So my brain is working still, I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
good.
you remember me.
Okay, good. So you are taking some time to jump into AWS program?
No, I said like I'm sorry I was late for today.
No, I'm saying that are you taking up some time to join next session, or what is your thought on like your time? I know you are extremely busy, so are you planning to join next program, or you are just still thinking?
When is the start date of the program?
The QA program should kick off mid of next month, and DevOps Move program may take week or so, little maybe 1 or 2 weeks more after the following QA.
Can I let you know in 2 weeks? I'll be doing the DevOps program, but is there a deadline for making the payment?
Yeah, it's not about payment. Make sure that you finish trial and you communicate with our counselor
No,
and
by
let.
payment I meant like registration. By payment I meant registration. Sorry, that was the wrong word.
Yeah, so make sure that you finish the trial. That's the first thing, okay?
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
know you requested, I think, extension 1 or 2 times. Make sure that you watch all the videos, submit all the assignments over there, and talk to us about your status and situation before you take the full-time enrollment.
Understood.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So
Thank
connect
you.
with our counselor, and then we should be able to take you from there.
Got it.
Okay. And
Okay.
definitely keep us posted about your status, right? Things how the timeline looks like, and you know how the schedule looks like, because we need to make sure that you can join the classes, right? Otherwise, it will not be worth for you to spend time, right?
Understood.
Okay, thank you. So, any question for me? Anyone else?
Will there be mandatory meetings on the weekends, or was this just like one of the few that will be on the weekends?
Okay, so there will be weekend sessions, but that will not be classes. Okay, that will be extra session, work session, things like that. But the official formal 32 classes will be in Monday and Wednesday schedule.
Okay.
So
Thank
the
you.
promised classes are still in that schedule, okay? But there will be additional things like mentoring, there will be work sessions every week, or most of the weeks. So work sessions are something where we ask you to come in, give you some task, and see how you make progress if you are stuck, and then we try to make sure that you do something to cope up. So we want to make sure that what progress you made by giving you some live task, right? That's what we name as a work session. And there are mentoring sessions where we want you to actually tell you to lecture people, right? So one thing you need to understand that many people has skills, many people, but not everyone knows how to talk about their skills. And it is important that you know how to communicate. So when you come in our system, we want to ensure that if you don't have that capacity, you grow that. If you have that capacity, you enhance that. Because more you enhance your capacity to talk about things you have learned or things you are learning, it will increase your chance to secure a job. Okay, so you can only talk if you understand something. You can't talk if you don't understand something, right? That makes sense, right? We can't talk if we don't understand something, right? Like I have been talking like maybe last 30 minutes, right? And I don't have any script in front of me. I think you guys can see my eye contact and my facial movement, right? I don't have any script, I don't have any slide, but I'm talking through things. Why? Because I know about it, right? I have been doing it many years. I think it's more than 2000 mentoring hours I have personally, right? And over 4 years I'm coaching this. So it's like a long time, right? So for me, I know what I'm talking about, so I can talk, right? I can pass it to you. If you ask me, I should be able to answer your question. At least I should be able to make a best effort to answer that question, right? If I don't have the answer, I should be smart enough to say that, hey, I don't know, and I will go back and get to know and let you know, right? But the thing is that you must have to know first, and then you must need to know how to talk about it. So there are processes like that within the system. We want to make sure you follow those processes so that you can definitely enhance. And furthermore, there is something called group studies. We emphasize a lot on group studies. So we will try to pair you with number of people so that you can spend some time. That will be unofficial group study time. So you will gather your time, you will manage your you will make a schedule, right? You will make a schedule to meet with your friends, maybe night 12 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I don't know, but you do at that level of group study. So we try to hook you up with your friends, with your classmates at the beginning, so that sometimes some people are shy, right? You may not want to talk to people, you may not want to express yourself. So we need to make sure that we push you hard and you go that direction. Just to give you guys some heads up, I think I know most of you are heading for the program because you went through the trial. So far I can see the names. All of you went through the trial except Sonia. She's new. You went through the trial, you almost made your mind to jump into the program, and some of you know my ex-students. So you are almost on board, but just to let you know, when you are on board, when you come in, we want to make sure that the day one is there is no orientation, there is no we are not going to kill your time. So we'll keep delivering things from the day one. So you make sure that you make your mind, you prepare your mind according to that, right? You do spend your time on classwork, communication, and all this stuff. Okay, at this point, any question for me?
Jahidu, I have a question.
Sure.
There are 4 or 5 classes in the trial session. So, do we need to complete all these classes before we make a decision?
I think you got 2 trial access. One is QA access and one is DevOps access, right?
Yeah, I haven't. Yes, I haven't finished. Not no no not 2 because I've got only 1 access because in my dashboard I can see that it's
What is the name
AWS
of the program?
view.
QA program?
Yeah, QA program.
Yeah, so you should go over all those classes to get a better understanding. Otherwise, so this is how the trial classes are there, okay?
Yeah.
So we picked classes from various modules instead of giving you first 2 classes. If we ask you to take, hey, join with us, do 2 free classes, then make your mind and then continue our program, right? This is a standard process many other people follows. We don't follow this. We don't find this is a honest process. So that is why we made available like number of classes from various modules, from a tough modules, from a medium modules, from a like basic modules, right? So that you have an overall idea or understanding, right? Over the time what you may expect in the program, right? So you make
Yeah.
sure you go over all of them. You make sure you if do those assignments and stuff like that, so that you can have that wider picture. I know the background you are coming from. I
Yeah.
spoke with you. I spoke with your in-laws and person who referred to us. So he's in the industry. He's in a very good position of the industry. So he has a clear idea what he want to achieve, what he like you to achieve, in other words.
Yeah.
So but we don't want you to make a decision based on even my suggestion, okay,
Mm.
even your brother's
Yeah.
suggestion. Okay, we want you to make a decision based on your common sense, your due diligence,
Yeah.
and we want you to make a decision by heart. Means when you
Sure.
decide, there is no way to go right and left. That's how. There should
Yeah.
not be any confusion when you are in the class in day one. That's the simple
Yeah.
way. So it can only you can achieve it if you go over all the classes we gave there. So those classes are
Yeah.
there in other word.
Yeah. Makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. In case you ran out of the time, because it's a 14 days time frame, you will be auto the account will be auto expired. Just make a request in case you really need it,
Yeah.
and we will extend it. Okay, our counselor will extend it.
Sure. Sure. That's right.
Okay, thank you. Any other question? I would say like I'm almost there is nothing much I have in hand to really tell you. But I would like to take your questions at this point. Anyone else? Any question? No. So Anisur, I think I don't know you. Would you mind to talk? I can see your microphone is on now.
Hi, this is my actually first time I'm here.
Okay.
Actually, I was wondering to take like QA, but I'm not sure because this is my first time. I was talking with my friends, and I
Mm-hmm.
saw the link on the ABCH group, so I just joined to get in some informations. But I think, you know, the way you are saying, like, you have talked with other people, and I have no clue like which trial you meant. Like, you know, I'm just trying
Yeah,
to.
sure. No problem. Actually, we discussed about how it works at the beginning. I will tell you one more time, no problem at all. And the process is very transparent, so you don't feel bad, because this is how we work. We usually, our candidates, when they come in the day one, they 90% of them, they know us. 90% of them, they already went through the trial assessment and things like that. So don't feel upset. This is not a class. This is an introductory session. So we feel comfortable to make people aware about things before they commit their time. Do you get my point? So let
Yes.
me just give you a quick overview, right? So we are a knowledge-based organization. We strongly emphasize on learning before you earn. So we don't want you to earn money quickly and then lose quickly and then take support from South Asia. Okay. Our grades don't take supports to us. Don't come back to us for support. Our grades are independent. We want to make sure that they get that education. So in order to make sure all these is standard, what do we do, right? We ask you to join our trial program, which is an on-demand assessment process. We usually say natural evaluation process, where we try to educate you on things available in the tech, right? There are different routes. We want to make sure you understand all available routes. We want to make sure that you understand the level of dedication, time, effort, and difficulties. Time and effort you have to put, difficulties you have to face. We want to make sure you are aware about all the odds, not the goods. Good you can identify, get to know from your friends, from the internet, everywhere. But the odds or difficulties, many people will not tell, right? So you want to make sure you understand that. We want to make sure you understand our expectation from you. We have some expectation from you the way you have expectation from us, right? So we want to make sure you are well aware about that. We want to make sure before you make a decision, you know things very well. You don't make a decision because your friend says so, Jahidul says so, our counselor says so. We will never try to convince you to enroll as a full-time candidate. We will never convince you to do that. So we want to make sure you are guided properly. All this comes without any cost. That means until you make a decision to jump in our program finally as a full-time candidate, we don't charge you anything. This trial comes without any cost.
Just wondering, if I want to join in the trial, how do I do that?
So if you go to chat box, there should be a link. If you don't see the link, let us know. There is a link called izaanschool.com/apply. Can you see that link? Or you joined little late, so maybe you
Oh,
don't.
I joined late actually. I don't see
Yeah,
the link.
Sana, can you share that link, please, one more time? The Anisur can't see that link.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see the link. Yes.
Yeah, so if you hit that link, you will get that. Okay. So this
All
is
right.
our basic process. If you want to get to know many of our, so I can just give you guys a walkthrough to our website that may help you out to know really what we are doing. Okay. Oh no. Oh, okay. So some of you may wonder that, Jahidul, you are going to teach QA engineering and you are a DevOps engineer. How it is possible, right? Is there anyone who is wondering like this way? No, no one has this in your mind. You should
I
have,
would
man.
think that the knowledge that you gained as a QA, you built off of that, and then that's how you became a DevOps engineer.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I
No.
did work as a QA engineer. That's true. Yeah, I moved into DevOps. I am actually now lead DevOps engineer. I also work as a cloud engineer in as a consultant in some other firm. And then now I have got a great opportunity to join in Amazon Web Services. Every engineer's dream, in other words. So my dream came true a little faster than what I expected. So I will be happy to train you guys being an Amazonian. Okay. So again, yeah, so if you get wondered about my qualifications, why should you learn from us, you definitely have right to ask question. Okay, you have, so we are transparent, so you should be able to know our informations. So I will just walk you through to our website. Maybe that's important, I think. So can you guys see our website?
Yes.
Yes.
And right, so if you go to our website, this is where you press your apply button, and it will take you to the two-step process. This is one step, and you have to fill up our second step. Give us as much as information about, give us as much as you can. There will be some detailed paragraph for you to write, so that we want to know you well, so we can identify your weakness and we can address that weakness to you before you jump into the program. If you have time limitations, if you have other problems, right, you have communications issues, we need to identify this thing within these 14 days. So you need to be honest to us, and we will use our due diligence to identify if you are a standard candidate, right? The reason is, if you take 12 months time to finish a program, and hiring you to take a program is just waste of your time, because our program is not 12 months. You cannot keep your motivation until 12 months, to be honest. My past experience says you cannot keep your motivation until 12 months. It is hard. It is very hard. Even you have so much of strength to keep yourself up and running, it's not possible, because the program will finish by 4 months, and you will see your friends are doing job maybe before ending the program. Okay, from our last batch, we have placed a candidate before he finished his interview, before he finished the program, I think on 29th class or 28th class. Sana, can you remember, it's 29 or 28, somewhere there, 4 or 5 class before, right? And he's scheduled to join this week, next week. Again, so anyway, this is apply now, and then login in register is not for you here. If you go to about us, many of you want to know who are those mentors, so you will get, this page is not yet updated, right? You still will see my current company, you won't see Amazon information here. So these gentlemen, yeah, I already introduced myself, who am I, and you can go all my social links, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. Mostly I'm active in Facebook, and you can find my LinkedIn profile too, and other pages I am just there for the namesake. Okay, you can read about me too here. It's very important for someone who is new. Okay, even it is important for you who is actually coming up. You should know who we are. Okay, before you really commit your time, money, and everything. So this gentleman is one of our adjunct lecturer, or one of our mentor. He's a 25 years old database administrator. Okay, 25 years he has IT experience, tech experience. So he mostly look into SQL and RDS, relational database module, right, and some Linux module. He's a Linux expert too. So he's in our team too. He's one of my ex-coworker, actually present coworker as well. So I know him personally. He's a very nice person to learn with. You may have. So Sana, is there any trial classes of MET? If there are any classes of MET in the trial? I think one is there, right? One should be there.
Yes, there is a trial class by this.
Of this gentleman, right? Okay, so
Yeah,
you
that's
must have
yeah.
seen him, right? Which is good.
Yes.
Thank you for confirming. So looks like you watched some video, right? Okay, so if you go to about us, you can get to know mentors. And if any of you have confusions, you can go to tuition and finance to know tuition and finance. Just to let you know, right, we take out 2% of any payment you make, any payment, not after profit, not after tax. Any payment you make, we take out 2% and we use it for non-profit cause, right? So this is our company commitment, right? As we grow, we want to make sure we keep making this contribution towards the betterment of other people, right? So this is one initiatives from us. Hopefully as we grow, the initiatives will also, the things will also look better, but we are just trying to take one step to make sure that we fulfill our social liabilities, not just make money, right? These are the payment plans you can go over. These are clear and precise, and this plan is true as of today. Okay, this plan is true as of today. This plan can change anytime, definitely, but it has been there for a good amount of time. We don't play with this too much. Again, There are some exception. You can read about this exception where we talk about people having financial struggles, what opportunities we have for them. We don't teach you free, but we make sure you keep learning. Okay, that's our policy. We taught people free at some point of this company, but that didn't work out well. It's not like we didn't get the money, it's like people didn't put enough emphasis to study. When things are free, people don't put enough effort. And so we have experimented all those stuff. Again, in under about us, there are some other features you can see, and you can also see our courses here. If someone absolutely new, you can see all our courses. Data analyst course is not in a fully active mode now, it is still in a trial mode. We hope to roll out this in next year. Any question for me from any of you?
The QA classes will be on Monday and Wednesday, right?
That will be the live classes, and then you have group study sessions you manage with your friends. There will be mentoring sessions. Some people taking classes, you can jump in and join based on whatever the time availability you have, but those we don't dictate. When you will do group study, when you will do mentoring sessions, we don't dictate those time, right? But that will be during other days of the week.
Yeah,
And there will
sure,
be
but
one. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Sorry.
after you, please.
Yeah, so there will be one work session during the weekend. Most likely that will be during the weekend or Friday. So work session is nothing but a time when you come in and we give you some task. One of our counselor will come in and then give you some task, and then we'll ask you to perform. The task will be based on the past classes. It is just to validate that what is your progress. Can you really do it? And then to help you out if there is any struggle, direct you, guide you, not to fix your problem. We don't fix your problem, to be honest. Okay, we don't fix your problem. We teach you how to fix problem. We want you to fix problem. For us it will take 5 minutes. If it takes 50 minutes for you, that 50 minutes is your learning time.
Yeah.
So we want you to learn in a hard way, because this is a learning you take with you for a quite amount of your time, for your career. So you need to learn in a not in an easy way, in a hard way sometimes. Okay.
Yeah, and what would be the time for the Monday and Wednesday live classes?
Okay, so as of today it is 6:30 start time. Okay, there is a very likely chance that we have to push it to 7 start time. Okay, it
7:30,
is.
is it PM or?
So PM, right? Definitely PM, right? Is PM 6:30? It is highly likely it will be 7. There is a reason why I'm not able to give you exact time now.
Yeah,
Allow us at least 2 weeks. Means we will confirm the exact time. There will be 30 minutes right and left, or 1 hour right and left. Okay, but it will not be early. We have to push it back. So it will not be
yeah,
6:30. It might go to 7, a little after 7. Okay, unfortunately.
yeah,
But it will be good for many of you, I think.
yeah. And the classes will continue for uh,
3 hours
at 3 hours. Yes,
at
I've
least.
seen in the trial classes it is 4 hours recording, and it's quite
Yeah.
hard to
So
sit for a
unfortunately,
long
this is how
time,
you work. Sometimes I become crazy and I continue. I have record of taking class 5-6 hours too. So people don't mind to take those classes. So far I know, actually, and it is not regular. It is not regular. So don't get afraid. So usual hours is 3 hours. We try to be stick to 3 hours. We don't try to overshoot, but unfortunately sometimes we overshoot 30-20 minutes. But we don't go
and
under. Okay,
yes,
we don't
and
go under.
yes. So I would like to share my experience. If you allow me, that I can share.
Sure,
Is it
sure, please
fine?
go ahead.
Yeah. So in the trial class, what I observe is that the classes are, it's called marathon class, going for a long time,
Hmm.
and yeah, as I'm from cognitive psychology, so I should
Hmm.
say that it's we, it would be really appreciating and it's good if there is a break between the classes, within the classes.
Hmm.
After 1 or 1.5 hour, the brain needs a little bit of time to get it
Hmm.
restarted.
Hmm.
Otherwise, the cognitive load will be huge, and the performance at the end of the classes will be. I think this is my theoretical guess. It would be a bit of, hard to get the last point. being involved for a long time. So that is my experience, and I was watching the videos for continuously. I think what I did is 1.5 hour continuously, and I need then pause a bit and go for a walk, and then come back and join the classes.
Yeah, so
But for the live
actually,
classes, it is not possible, you know.
no, yeah. So this is how it works actually, just to give you some clarification here. So main class is 3 hours, okay? That will be led by any of the mentors. That we
Yeah.
say official 3 hours. But that class kicks off at least 1 hour before. We tell that extra hours. So at that
Oh.
time, you may not find your main mentor. You may find someone else come in and asking you to do something, or asking you to do something. You may ask that person to do some, clarifications, or maybe you may listen something about the similar class what you'll find from the main mentor, right? In the main class, you'll find some extra activities before the class to warm you up, to make sure that when you come in the main class after 1 hour, you have something in your brain so that you can absorb that class. Or maybe you can discuss something from the past class so that you don't struggle to the next class. So due to that reason, you are actually seeing 4 hours or 5 hours, right? And then coming back to the class, we usually give a break. The break is we usually adjust with the prayer time, most of the cases. In start, usually with New York time, most of the people we are training actually from Eastern time zone. So we try to adjust the time, like might be the Asia time or Maghrib time in Eastern time zone, US East time zone. So we try to adjust that time. So usually I'm a little bit miser about giving break. Sometimes I forget to give break, and and it usually 15 minutes, okay? But we do give break. I try my best to give break.
No, this is fine. 15 minutes is a really good time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we give break, so don't get afraid. We'll make definitely. I respect your expertise, and I'm nowhere close to that level of academic expertise. This is not my area of expertise, so definitely, your suggestion is something valuable, and don't stop giving us suggestion. We take it or
Oh,
not, it doesn't matter, but give us suggestion.
oh no,
Okay.
thank you very much. This is not a suggestion, Bhaiya. This is this is a feedback.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
give us feedback, suggestion, whatever you want. We don't mind to get all them. We are very much open-minded people, and we constantly work hard to improve our curriculums. For the programs, we take a lot of time to roll out. For the DevOps program, we took around 2 years to come to complete matured level. Now the program is seriously matured. We can deal with the topmost in the topmost companies with our candidates in DevOps program. So I took around 2 years to bring it up to the standard. So I ran batch, trial and error. I made experimented. I improved the curriculums. So I'm very much serious on this, right? Just to let you know, we are under under evaluation of state of Texas to be a licensed school in state of Texas. So we are very serious things we are doing. We are very serious on things we are doing. So if you take ourselves as a small coaching center, that will not be justice to us. Okay, we are
Yeah.
serious on things we are doing, and your feedback is important, right? We will try to take them. We will try to assess them. Sometimes your feedback may not go along with our own policies, right? That is perfectly fine, right? There is a way to respectfully disagree with something, right?
Yeah, sure.
So we can do that. So we always welcome you to talk to us, tell us what we can do to improve the entire system, right? In tech, the thing is that bootcamp, the idea of bootcamp came in from military bootcamp, right?
Yeah.
So the mindset is like that. It's a
Yeah,
small
sure.
time period, and we want to make sure we press you hard so that you don't break, but you go close to break situation and then come back, right?
Yes.
So if we break you, that means you are done, right? So when we take you on board, we want to make sure you are someone we can bend at max level, and then you can take that maximum stress, and then once you are capable of taking that stress, you can come back to regular shape, right? So that is why we have the trial actually. Otherwise, we can make money by bringing more people, right? If you survive, then it's good. If you don't survive, what's the problem for us? We already got money in our account, something, right? But we can't do that. Unfortunately, this organization can't do that. In this organization, we are serious on this matter. So yeah, no, this is good. Nice feedback. I know whenever I used to tell people the class is 3 hours or 5. So I used to take this class 5 hours, just to let you know. Okay. Now
Oh
the
my
hours are
goodness.
less. That was officially 5 hours. Okay. So you can imagine how much load in those classes people had. But again, I was able to reduce it to 3 hours. It goes over 3 hours, but still I can cover the things.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyone else? Any other question for me? Okay, so no question for me. Okay, Anisur, any question? You are the only new person at this point, I think.
Yes, no question actually. Thank you for clarifying.
No problem. So you have seen our website, you have seen our courses and curriculums.
Yeah,
If
I
you
saw
go
that.
to QA, you can see all these curriculums and courses. Also curriculum, you can read about instructors and all these informations. But again, taking trial, talking to us is the best way to get to know things, okay? And clarifying, by talking, by taking our mentorships, you can clarify your thoughts.
Yeah,
So
gotcha. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. I'm just 5 minutes over than what the promised hour is. I appreciate and thank you very much for joining today's session. You will expect, you can expect some emails, some notifications from us for the class date, which we expect mid of September. As just now, a few minutes ago, I told you guys, I'm actually joining my new job. So I'm just trying to adjust this time a little bit right and left so that it does not, collide exactly same time. But again, that's just like personal cause. But again, you'll be getting that notifications before at least 3-4 days or 1 week before the class, so that you can prepare yourself and come join class with full energy to make it happen, right? So this is 2022. You are starting in the month of September, October, November, December. So we expect 2023 will be different year for you, because this year you will finish the program and we expect you to do something better in 2023. Just to let you know, right, one thing, right? This is something we usually let you know during the class, but I will let you know in this session. So after 2 months or 2.5 months of the program, we will evaluate you one more time. Okay. If you make considerable amount of progress, we have certain standard. If we think you are ready, you are someone eligible to be prepared for the market, we will start making a parallel preparation for the interview. So you will be doing the main program, and then we will take you out. We will take out some of your time if you have it. If you don't have it, we can't help you out. We will parallelly prepare you for the job. From our last batch, we have done it, and we know it works if you invest your full time and your dedication. So there is a way you can finish the program faster. That's what I wanted to mean. You can learn and also you can get the job faster, right? But all this requires your dedication, your time, and your commitment. The 5 months or 4 months program can entirely change your career and your living style, subjected you really utilize it, subjected you don't take it as a plan B or C. When you take this program, you have only one plan: finishing up the program, getting a job. There should not be any plan B or C. Oh, okay, if I fail to the program, I'll go do something else, do this work, that work. If you have something like that in your plan, it is highly unlikely you will get success. It is highly unlikely. So please make sure when you come here, you have only one plan: doing the course and getting a job, right? That's it. That's one piece of suggestion from my end. Thank you very much. Have a very good night, and see you in the class, hopefully. Okay. All right then. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, the days will be the same, right? You're not gonna change the days,
No,
right?
the
Monday
date
and
will be
Wednesday.
same. Okay, date and timing will be same. Okay.
Yeah, because I already made my schedule for the
No.
days.
We'll not change this date. We haven't changed this date last 4 years. So day,
Okay.
we haven't changed the day. So you can be rest assured.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Bye. Yeah. So.